Let's call on our starting lineup from our Farm Fresh Foxies. Let's begin with jersey number 1, Alohi Robbins Hardy. At number 7, Francesina Molina. Wearing jersey number 9, Riza Andrea Cruz. Number 12, Trisha Gail Tubu. Number 18, Lorene Turing. And number 19, Helene Rousseau from Belgium. Starting libero is number 15, Alyssa Bertolano. Calling on our Nxled Chameleons. Let's begin with our team captain. She wears jersey number 9, Kiara May Permentilia. At number 14, Jaisal Ann De Los Reyes. Number 15, Lian Marie De Guzman. Number 15, Jaila Marie Atienza. And number 18, Janelle Maragino. Number 25, guest player Paola Martinez. Starting libero is number 5, Rachel Victoria Ordina. Head coach, Mr. Ettore Guidetti.
Take a look at the starting lineup of the Foxies. Alohi Robbins Hardy will be the starting center. Cruz, Tubu, Turing, Molina, and Rousseau in the starting lineup. Not a surprise there. Debut of Ces Molina for the Foxies. Meantime, for the Chameleons, Martinez wearing jersey number 25. Our starting center is Jaja Maraginot. Kiara Permentilia, of course, is a team captain, and Lian De Guzman. We talked about her extensively in the Open. Excited to see how she will kick off her reinforced conference.
Exactly, 21 points on her first ever pro game. We've seen her grow so much more in terms of confidence, so he will be an important player here.
There's Helene Rousseau, the most senior import in the reinforced conference.
And that also means a lot of experience on her shoulders.
34 years old, Helene Rousseau. Meantime, the 6'3" Alohi Robbins Hardy with an ace. An excellent start here for the Foxies, Ayel.
And you can also see the height difference here with Nxled and the Farm Fresh Foxies. I mean, Alohi Robbins Hardy standing 6'3", very, very tall setter.
But what I want to highlight as well, especially for the viewers, as you see Martinez with a push, it goes outside. Bertolano is now a libero for the Foxies.
And again, this is like the beauty of having two foreign coaches, getting to know the players, getting to know their strengths and where they can really play their best. And Bertolano could be an important factor here as a libero.
Well, we'll see her improved reception and digging as Martinez finally gets her first point of the reinforced conference.
On top of Lorene Turing that time, going cross-court. Robbins Hardy not in the right spot to take that dig.
All fired up is Paula Martinez Vela out of Valencia in España. Meantime, the big Belgian with her second point today.
Points coming is here for Rosso with that length advantage. A lot of clean attacks coming from her so far.
Stands 6'2", a former member of the Belgian national team.
Ooh.
Nice looking serve.
It did look like it was gonna sail out, but that hit the line clearly. A lot of spin on that serve right in the corner pocket there.
And she was being interviewed by the media on one of those media days for the PVL. She said one of the reasons why she was picked by the Foxies was because of her veteran leadership as a senior player. She brings experience to this, and she called the team an up-and-coming team.
Yep. A full display right now, her leadership. Early timeout here for Nxled.
They're serving hard. This defense, keep the ball high, and we play volleyball.
Patience, patience. Yeah.
Settle. Here we go, Finish up from the beginning. Go.
Let's go. Baka tayo sa Chameleons. Right?
Torre Guidetti in his third conference with the Chameleons as we take a look at this second straight ace for Rousseau.
I mean, Jules mentioned earlier that 70% of the training of the Foxies has been focused on serving, and right now they are fully taking advantage of that.
Much better pass that time by Delerio. Bella. A nice push. Maraginot, jump set. And that one, Leah de Guzman, and will knock it in.
First point for Leon de Guzman. Finding the hole in that net defense of the Foxies. Going above Trisha Tubo that time.
Much needed side out for the Chameleons. They were down by as many as 5. Molina, not a good pass. Bertolano. So there's a chance ball for the black shirts. And they get 2 in a row.
A great effort there from Maragino to actually save that ball. It was almost an overpass, one-hand set. So at the end, still worked for them.
Meanwhile, Alessandro Lodi in his second conference. So both Italians pretty new with their teams.
Yep.
The only 2 Italian coaches, by the way, going head-to-head in their first game of the reinforced conference. De Los Reyes, former Blue Eagle. And there's a side out. Trisha Tubu gets her first.
Quick dunk there from Trisha Tubo. Did not force a power attack despite the late blocks there from Nxled. Great option there for Trisha Tubo.
Another former Adamson Lady Falcon who left 2 years of eligibility to go pro just to support her family. 4-point lead here for the Foxies. Martinez, what a dig by Rousseau. And a block by Martinez.
A great presence of mind there from Nxled. Martinez staying with Ces Molina. Getting a kill block that time.
Just like Rousseau, Martinez is a member of her national team. She's been a pro since 2013 when she was just 15 years old.
Wow.
Tubu is rejected.
Easy read that time from Nxled. They were able to read Alohi going to Trisha Tubo that time. Good chase from Jai Atienza, closing.
An excellent response after the timeout by the Chameleons. Right away, they make a run. Although a service fault sends us to our first technical timeout, it's only a 3-point lead now for the Foxies against the Chameleons.
Na-miss niyo ba yung game namin? Kung na-miss niyo, subscribe na to our YouTube channel. Subscribe na!
PVL Reinforced Conference 2025. Eric and Ayel, I don't know if you noticed, but Riri Meneses and Cez Molina are donning new colors today with the Farm Fresh Foxies. They are debuting in their first game. And as I spoke with Cez Molina earlier today, she told me she was all smiles, just relaxed, and it took some time for her to adjust to that European style of coaching, which is hands-on and performance-based. She brings years of experience to the team, and she is happily embracing her role as an asset to the younger talents who are excited that they have new veterans to learn from and look up to. And with her cheerful and unserious, funny attitude, she's injecting some serious plays, but also lots of good vibes. How do you think she'll play today, Eric and Ayel?
Hey, thanks, Jules. I don't know. I can't tell, obviously. I'm sure she's excited. She hasn't played in a while, I mean, competitively at this level. She's wearing jersey number 7. Meanwhile, Meneses wears number 21. And the new color, it's got to be orange, right? Is that?
Seems like it.
I'm just making sure. I want to make sure I'm not colorblind. But you know what? Martinez gets it to trickle over the net court. Here comes Molina again, right on cue, but that one is outside.
Too long that time for Cez Molina. He was trying to look for the hands of the blocker, and that's the reason why they will try to call for this challenge. Lock touch challenge, the first challenge of the match.
In case you're wondering where we are, this is the city of Dasmariñas Arena. We're back here since August 2. That's the last time we were here. That was the on tour. Alessandro Lodi using this as a teaching moment. Always looks intense, Coach Lodi, right? And it doesn't seem like there's any touch. Oh, there is a little pinky finger there for Martinez.
Nxled also not denying that one.
So good challenge by the 46-year-old Alessandro Lodi. (9-6). Biggest lead was 5 points for the Foxies. Martinez. Big goes over and outside from Trisha Tudu.
Good passing here so far coming from Nxled. So Maraghi not having a lot of options in terms of attacker. This time going to the back row again. They will, for sure, both teams will fully maximize the reinforcement. And right now, both players, Martinez and Rosso, stepping up big for their squads.
Bertolano with a good pass. Alohi with a set, and that hit by number 9 goes outside. Riza Cruz with a mistake.
Not enough space also for Cruz to actually go for that explosive slide. So free point for Nxled here.
Former Lady Fighting Maroon, played 4 years for UP. Jaya Chienza with a serve. Alohi Robbins Hardy to Rosso, gets her 5th point today.
Just simple approach for Rosso. I mean, just a 1-2 step, but again, it's really that follow through and the decision where to put the ball so far, finding all the holes in the floor defense of Nxled.
All right, now it's a competitive set. Only a 2-point lead here for the Foxies, and they throw a point away, so it's now just a 1-point game.
So far, more errors here on the side of the Foxies.
Just when you thought it was going to be a blowout,
yep,
right at 6-1.
Seems like Nxled has finally found the rhythm here, keeping it very close with the Foxies.
Jaja Maraginot with a good serve to Rousseau, who made a bad pass, but Rousseau will make up for it. Nice dig. Yeah, Gerbina pops it up for Mendilla. Bertolano with a nice dig as well. Rousseau tries again.
Wow.
Oh, within the 3-meter line. What a hit.
And Alohi, Robbins Hardy, and Helen Rousseau just showing great connection so far. Take a look at that angle. Very sharp attack there for Rousseau.
6 points, 4 attacks, and 2 aces for Helen Rousseau as Alohi Robbins Hardy makes it a 1-point game again.
Errors coming from the service line here for the Foxies.
Number 2 in terms of service errors. Vermintilla serves to Rousseau. They want to challenge her reception. Rousseau again. Ooh, she is off to a good start.
On the roll. Clearly a scoring machine here for the Foxies. And again, Alohi just capitalizing the talents of Rousseau.
She just came from a stint in Korea. Prior to that, she played in Turkey, in Italy for 3 teams. She played in Poland. And that's another ace. That's her 4th ace.
And I mean, the countries you mentioned, Eric, is where a lot of the best players in the world are playing. So again, just elite volleyball here shown by Ellie Rousseau.
This one just a little wide. Well, if you're the Chameleons, you expect one to go outside, right? I mean, you can't keep hitting the line. That's unfair. Jason De Los Reyes, nice pass again by Bertolano, showing her worth as a libero. And this thing going outside from Maraguinot.
Turing with an quick attack there. Enough power to get that point. Maraguinot could not contain that attack. So far, balanced playmaking here coming from Alohi.
Nice to see Loreen Turing getting into that form that we admired so much when she was with Adamson in the UAAP. Molina looking for the angle.
Too short of a set as well for Ces Molina.
Alright, so Maggie Mangulabdad checks in for the first time today.
So Fernandez as well. So double sub here for Nxled.
Mangulabdad, former Athenian. I beg your pardon, from UST all throughout high school and college. Gervina pops it up. To Guzman, to Fernandez. That's a little low. Tubu gets it back. Got it.
Great set there coming from Alohi. Tisha Tubo getting a late block there. It was hard to say who Alohi was going to go to. 2 attackers approaching at the same time, deceiving that net defense of Nxled.
15-12 is the score. A little 1-2 for Alohi.
Well-timed 1-2 play there for Alohi Robins Hardy.
Bitin ba kayo sa games? Watch all the replays on PVL YouTube channel. Subscribe!
Rousseau, take a look at background.
Played for the Belgian national team as mentioned earlier. Played in Turkey, Switzerland, Poland, and Italy. Mostly in Europe.
And already with 8 points as the Guzman knocks that one in. Meanwhile, for the Chameleons, Martinez with 3. The Guzman with, that'll be 4 already.
Again, we mentioned it on top of the coverage. Lian de Guzman will be in the forefront on the offense of Nxled Chameleons.
Check that. That was her 3rd point. Great pass by Rousseau. Molina is blocked again.
Molina has been fully guarded so far in this match. She has been trying different angles, a variety of attacks, yet still no goal for her.
standby defensive player of the set brought to you by Elastosteel. Selyado ang bubong anumang panahon.
Good stretch there from Job Fernandez. Again, coming off the bench. So far, double sub has been working for Nxled.
Nice short serve coming from De Guzman. Molina with a two-handed push. Gervina to Fernandez. Great save by Bertolano. From the pipe, and there's a nice block by Atienza on Rousseau.
One-man block there for Atienza. That has to feel good for her, blocking the import of the Foxies in Rousseau from the back row there. Also redirecting that ball.
5'9", blocking 6'3". How about that?
All about timing again.
And this one is outside for Rousseau.
And this is where you see the importance of a net defense. Rousseau forced to change angles there and commit an error. Timeout, Foxies.
Get the ball that overshoots you, but you have to understand what ball it is. You cannot just go as if it was a perfect ball. So we got to understand what ball we have. Because if we start giving the points on ball where we are in trouble, okay, then it becomes rough. Okay, guys, we got to start over. More clarity. We don't finish the game with one ball.
Well, the Foxies led by as many as 5 points. But this is a 4-point run for Martinez and the Chameleons, and the game is tied.
Again for Paula Martinez, also played in her national team in Spain, played in Romania, Poland, Italy, Cyprus. So it seems like both players have played in Poland and Italy.
Now going for the lead for the first time today. Oh! Dropping right in front of De Guzman. Nice adjustment by Rousseau.
Exactly. Lucky break there for Nxled. Rousseau just kept it very safe, just pushing that in the donut hole. Nxled wasn't able to react quickly for that.
Meantime, just Molina. So far, only 1 point for Molina. Fermentilla is blocked. Coverage by Delerio. Fernandez finds the opening.
Fernandez seeing that big hole at zone 5. Placement shot for her will earn them another point here, perfectly avoiding the hands of Rousseau that time.
Tie game once again. Atienza serving for the lead.
A lot of things going well here for Nxled.
Good pass by Molina. Here comes Rousseau. Uh-oh! Now in double digits. Rousseau with 10, Ayel.
And Rousseau in the front row is a big danger for the Nxled Chameleons again. Take a look at that length advantage.
And just excellent form as well. Meantime, Pierre Abellana checking in for the first time. Out of UST. De Los Reyes is blocked. Fermentilla off the block of Alohi Robbins-Hardy.
And Nxled really has done a good job here challenging the net defense of the Foxies.
But despite all the highlights, as you see some adjustments here, Riza Cruz back in the game for the Foxies. Meantime, Martinez returning along with Maraginot for the Chameleons.
Quality minutes for Mangolagnan and Fernandez. Keeping the game very close here against the Foxies.
All right, so Maraginot will serve for the Chameleons as Cruz comes out for Bertolano for reception purposes. You got a scary front line here for the Chameleons. You've got Martinez, De Los Reyes, and Fermentilla. Again, serving for the lead, Chameleons. Rousseau, this is an off-system play. Molina, now a chance to take the lead. Fermentilla, got it. Chameleons up by 1 for the first time in the set.
Fermentilla not intimidated at all with that 6'3" player in an Alohi Robbins. But we have a challenge here. Ball in, ball out.
A second challenge for Alessandro Lodi. He was successful earlier, so might as well use it. If it's a 50-50, try and prevent the Chameleons from getting a lead. Seems to be unsuccessful because that one clipped the line. So one challenge remaining for the Foxies, and it is confirmed. They are down by one already, the Foxies, as the Chameleons take the lead, 19-18. The comeback is complete for Jaja Maraguinot. And the Chameleons, Molina with a good pass. Rosso.
Oh, great dig.
What a dig for Gervina. Permentilla. She has the hot hand.
You have to credit half that point to Gervina with a great dig coming from Rosso, being in the perfect spot to take that ball and keep the rally alive. And Permentilla again having the hot hands right now.
Timeout here for the Foxies, now trailing by 2 for the first time in the opening set.
You need to make a decision on what you want to be. You with me? Okay? Okay. And help the team. Okay? This stuff is her thing. Okay? Yeah, we know that. Yeah, we know it. So it's not the first time we play these guys.
Eliza Bertolano in her first stint as libero for the Foxies, who are out of timeouts. They're down by 2. Meanwhile, one timeout remaining for the Chameleons on an 8-2 run.
Yep, after a very good start for the Farm Fresh Foxies right now, Nxled on the lead and clearly having the momentum.
UAAP champion Jaja Maraguinot in her rookie year for Ateneo. Rosso. Nice adjustment by Elio Rosso.
Smart move from Rosso, knowing that the defense was waiting for a power hit, going for an off-speed attack that time, just right behind the blockers. No one there for the Nxled Chameleons.
11 points for Rosso. The second best scorer in their team only has 2 points.
Ooh.
Oh, Martinez rejected by Rosso. That's her first block of the match.
No entry, says Rosso to Martinez that time. I mean, at this point, we are in the end stretch. You know, both setters who will try to maximize the reinforced players here who are both on the front row.
2-point run for the Foxies to tie the game.
Great dig.
Bertolano with a dig. Rosso for the lead. And Delerio pops it up. Maraguinot. Permentilla off speed hit. Finds the open middle.
Not the strongest of hits from Permentilla, but that did fool the defense there. Both players caught flat-footed there. No one committing to that dig.
And Permentilla now with 4 points gives her team the lead. Short pass coming from Rosso. Rosso gets it back. A little too close to the net. Tubu pushes. That is wide. Back to a 2-point lead for the Chameleons.
And the Foxes are starting to scramble like right now in that floor defense. The Guzman also really guarding Rosso that time in that tight set.
Both teams off 2-point runs. And a service ace for Permentilla as Tubu just not ready when that ball hit the net.
A bit of hesitation there from Tubu. Also mistiming, says Molina, in going for the first ball. So clearly a miscue there. More confidence right now seen on the side of Nxled.
Biggest lead for the Chameleons, up by 3. Rosso for the side out. Permentilla with coverage in the back row. Martinez finds the corner, and it is 4 set points for the Chameleons.
And you have to love how Nxled played steady despite the good start of the Foxies. Great reverse set there coming from Maragino, perfectly connecting with Martinez.
Martinez, that's only her 4th point of the game. And that one is outside, nearly clipped the back line.
And for the Foxies, no room for errors anymore here. Rosso on the service line.
Well, remember, Rousseau had 3 aces. She gets those 3 aces, she ties the game.
Let's see. That's gonna be exciting.
Good pass. De Guzman for the win. No. A little too excited. He was under the ball. So 2 set points lost. Coach Guidetti will call a timeout. His last one as well.
Guys, hey, hold your attention now. Hey, 12 eyes on the pass, ready 12 is the virus situation that we overcoached in this week. So a good serving 4, a good serving 2, and all the team is playing together in coverage. We don't want to finish at the finish attempt. If it happens, better. Here we go.
Chameleons, Nxled!
Yana Formentilla and the Chameleons a point away from getting the first set against the Farm Fresh Foxies. Both teams made it to the quarterfinals of the on-tour pocket tournament. So they had a much better performance there than the All-Filipino Conference. Martinez rejected. Martinez tries again. This one a little further away from the net. Bertolano passes Tubu. Another opportunity to put it away. Martinez. Oh, Delerio with a great coverage. Stop pass. Goes across the net. Molina.
Great
Another dig by Delerio. Martinez for the win. It's on the block, and there it is. Chameleons get the finish on the 5th point of Paula Martinez.
What a defense shown there by the Nxled Chameleons.
And this point brought to you by Myra, the Vita Brighter with Myra's vitamin-powered whitening lotion.
Delerio and Horvina as liberos has kept a lot of rallies alive, giving them a chance to finally convert.
And it is a 3-point win for the Chameleons after trailing by as many as 5 against the Foxies here in the first set. Here at the City of Dasmariñas Arena in Cavite, where the Chameleons won the first set by 3 points against the Foxies, despite the 12-point performance of the Foxies' Rousseau. Great defense by the Chameleons in the first set, Ayel.
Yeah, it was offense versus defense, and defense clearly had won in the side of the Nxled Chameleons. A really good start for the Farm Fresh Foxies, but in the end it became a bit predictable as they were going again and again to Rosso. Meanwhile, a good distribution on the side of Maragino. A lot of players coming alive. Leander Guzman, obviously Martinez leading the way, and Martinez also stepping up big in the end stretch, but also 2 players worth highlighting, Horvina and Delerio. Really, very reliable in the floor defense, and in the numbers, clearly you see how close the set was. So the same number of attack points, but Nxled having more kill blocks here. They have 4 against only the 1 of the Foxies, and the Foxies also committing more errors. Meanwhile, the Foxies having more aces, so very balanced. But again, it was about playing cleaner in the end stretch, and that's something that we've seen on the side of the Nxled Chameleons.
Just to stress on your point about the balance of scoring, 2 players with 5 points for the Chameleons, that's Fermentilla and Martinez, and then 2 players with 3 points, Atienza de Guzman, Fernandez with 2. Meanwhile, for the Foxies, we mentioned Rousseau in double digits with 12, but the second highest scoring player only has 2 points. That's Robbins Hardy and Tubu.
Yep. So that's one issue here that the Foxies has to adjust right away, to find other scorers or other players, has to step up in terms of scoring, because they can't stay predictable here. Defense has been so good on the side of the Chameleons.
Starting lineup remains the same for both teams here in set number 2. The Foxies were off to a fiery start, led by as many as 6-1. And then a timeout by Coach Guidetti. And then all of a sudden, it was a closer match. For the Chameleons, obviously the key is not to get outrun in the beginning. Let's see if their confidence much better to start the second set after winning that first.
And I think what's working also for the Chameleons is they're not overloading Martinez in terms of scoring. They're finding her at the right time, making her more efficient. And again, that's something lacking on the side of the Foxies. They fully relied on Rosso the entire set.
23 years of volleyball experience for Coach Guidetti. He's 51 years old. Coached in Poland, Sweden, and Romania. Comes from a Serie A2 team in Italy. All right, there's a mini conference here by the table officials and first referee. This pertains to the wrong kit, wrong color of the kit they're wearing. Talking about the Chameleons.
So they're trying to clarify things.
So are they supposed to be wearing the light jerseys? Well, it's the second game of your doubleheader. It's Thursday. First game, by the way, today, it's a 3-set win by the Angels versus the High Risers. The debut as well of the new head coach of the Angels.
Yep.
Barry Van Sickle, the dad of course, everybody knows how good Van Sickle is for the Angels, so having his dad there obviously giving here a lot more confidence, perhaps. All right, so Coach Guidetti talking to the players for now as they will try to overcome the ramifications, the consequences of wearing the wrong colored uniform today.
bibigyan namin kayo ng best price. Kung isang kalaban, kasi magandang gulo.
Bakit mo na lumabas?
Dapat alam mo yan kasi nasa schedule niya.
Oo, pero ba't ngayon na lang yung gusto namin?
Kaya dapat alam niya sa schedule.
Di ba kung pag ganyan, usually first week pa lang sinabi. Eh, pero dapat po, umpisa pa lang sinabi.
Dapat alam niya kasi alam ng ano niya.
All right. So we rarely see a red card. Yel, can you enlighten the viewers?
So again, that's a penalty for the wrong uniform for the Nxled Chameleons. So an automatic 1 point will be given for the Foxies. Again, that is for the wrong colored jersey that they are wearing right now, talking about Nxled.
All right. It's just a little surprising that it was only discovered in set number 2.
It seems like the team already knew except Ettore, but he gave the thumbs up, so he agrees with the sanction.
All right, so the lead going to the Foxies to start off set number 2. But not for long as Fermentilla gets her 6th point of the game and ties this second set.
Nxled hoping to bring that momentum they had in the end stretch of set number 1. Looking more decisive and confident actually in terms of their offense.
Bad pass there by Rousseau. Rousseau rejected by Martinez. A very low pass coming from Bertolano. Jaisal is blocked. Lian de Guzman. Good dig coming from Molina.
Great defense.
Excellent floor defense displayed here by the Chameleons. And again by Horvina. Chance ball for the Foxies. Rousseau. Now all of Rousseau's shots getting touched. This one way outside and no block touch.
Oh, but again, defense has been solid on the side of the Nxled Chameleons, really making it difficult for the Foxies to convert a point, even making it difficult for Rousseau, who was getting most of the sets of the Foxies.
But you can understand that shot by Martinez.
Yep.
She wanted to get the hands of either Rousseau or one other blocker as De Los Reyes gets it across. Nice block by De Los Reyes on Turing. Here comes Rousseau again.
Wow.
And this time, she buries that one.
An exclamation point. A bounce back point there. She had a difficult time to convert in the last sequence. This time, Alohi pulling her closer into the court, so blockers wasn't in the right position to close her down.
Great pass. Maybe a little too close to the net. Rousseau. And Rousseau getting tired probably, as we said at courtside, of Jules Israel.
Eric and Ayel, what makes this conference exciting is, of course, our reinforced guest. And Ellie Rousseau has already been making big points for the Foxies. And earlier, she told me it's already her 18th volleyball season. That is why it's no surprise that she is making all those big moves. She said that compared to her stints in Europe, it is more relaxed here in the Philippines, and it is reminiscent of her South Korea stint. Meanwhile, Paula Martinez, playing for the Nxled Chameleons, has been adjusting well to the team, even teaching them some Spanish words. And Paula said at first she wasn't used to all the combination plays we have here, but she likes how the Philippine style of volleyball is mostly about defense and all about teamwork. Let's see how they elevate the game in set number 2, Eric and Ayel.
All right, thanks very much, Jules. Nice to see that a Philippine brand of volleyball, Ayel, brings something different to these players who have been exposed to so much global volleyball throughout the years.
Again, we've seen a lot of different volleyball systems from Europe to Asia, and Philippines also, as you mentioned, offer a different kind, something I'm sure they will also learn from.
Bertolano to Tubu. Coverage in the back row. Fermentilla, here comes de Guzman. Rousseau pops it up, it's a short pass. Molina off the block of Martinez, and that's just the second point for Cesc.
Well, but good news for the Foxies. Tubu scoring earlier, this time Cesc Molina, so they're finding more scorers stepping up here. This time Molina off the hands of Martinez.
5-2 lead for the Foxies. Ooh. And that, seems to me like she's losing lift every time she goes up. Rousseau, I don't know if she's tired or...
I mean, this is their first game, so they will have to test how much load they're gonna give on the reinforced players, not just for the Foxies, but also for the Chameleons.
Yeah, very bad receive there coming from Rousseau, who's upset at herself. Martinez with an ace, that's her 6th point.
Martinez there, straight to the hands of Rosso, who seems like out of position that time.
And again, they serve to Rousseau. Tubu. That could have been going outside, but Fermentilla picked it up.
And right now, Trisha Tubo starting to heat up here. We talked about her on top of the coverage, how much improvement she has gained over the past conferences. Slow start for her in this match, but so far, starting to deliver the points for the Foxies.
4 already for Tubu. 2 in the first set, 2 in the second set. Another service fault here. Toring, her first.
And those errors really not allowing Foxies to build some momentum here in the start.
They had 7, more than a lot more than the Chameleons in the first set.
Yep.
And right now, it seems like they're catching up to that number again. Bertolano with a good pass. Here comes Molina. Now finding her range after struggling in the first set.
They've warmed up. Talking about Molina and Trisha Tubo so far, sharp attacks coming from both players this time. Good set coming from Alohi, leaving Molina with a loose block and the cross court.
Now much better ball distribution. 2 points for Tubu, 2 points for Molina here in set number 2. Only 1 point for Rousseau so far. Delerio with a touch. Fermentilla again. Oh, how did she get that through the 6-3 Alohi? Hardy.
2 blockers there with Fermentilla, but she gets that one through. And so far, she is proving that she can break those blocks.
But still, Diachenza and the Chameleons playing catch-up down by 1. Good serve. Bad pass. Molina comes up short. Another error for the Foxies.
She had the right thing in mind to slow things down, but the set wasn't too close to the net for her to execute that one.
Well, right now, the only thing that's slowing down is the offense of the Foxies. We are tied at 7. Set number 2. Foxies down a set after the Chameleons come from behind win in the first. Much better pass from Rousseau. Molina, there's a nice drop shot.
She wants to go back to the same attack, better execution this time.
Foxies up by 1, 8-7 against the Chameleons, set number 2.
Player highlights, we got you covered. Subscribe now to the PVL YouTube channel. Subscribe!
There's Riri Meneses, part of that pickup in the off-season. That includes Molina for the Foxies.
Right, fresh start for them. New Jersey's new team. Says Molina, having the experience of being an MVP back in 2023. Also, a well-decorated middle here for Ria Meneses. Have been a 3-time best middle blocker. So this Foxies is very stacked in terms of their lineup.
But despite that, Martinez, Fermentilla, and the Chameleons are up 1-0 in this matchup. Not a good pass there from De Guzman, so it's an easy over from Delerio. Chance ball here for the Foxies. Rousseau on the attack. Good bump off the block by the Chameleons. Fermentilla off-speed hit. Bertolano with a dig. Rousseau again. And Rousseau caught hanging on the net.
Yep, too aggressive that time. And her attack, you can sense how eager she wants to get the point. But again, net touch violation will be called on her.
After scoring 12 points in the first set, only 1 point so far for Rousseau here in set number 2 and through 16 points already for both teams. Yeah, again, the serve to Rousseau is, the pass is short. Oh, Corvina, dolphin dive for the dig for Mantilla. Bertolano overpass. Chance ball here for the Chameleons. Martinez pushes and scores.
Smart move there coming from Martinez. Seeing the hands of Rosso up in the air, delaying it a little bit and going for the push. Seeing Bertolano was on her way forward, so no one there for the Foxies.
And again, this is a come from behind lead for the Chameleons. After trailing early, they're up by 1. Pancake save is no good. And Rousseau ties the game at 9.
So also going for the smaller blocker, and De Los Reyes there avoiding the hands of Martinez.
So Avellana checks in for service purposes for the Foxies. This is the third season for both teams. Both teams came in 2023 in the PVL. Martinez battle at the net, and there's a net touch for Martinez.
Tried to save that ball too tight to the net, forcing her to commit that error. Again, a tight game we're having here.
2-point run for Tubu and the Foxies as Robbins Hardy speaking to Fernando Velarde. Robbins Hardy, the 3rd overall draft pick, while on the other side of the net, De Guzman, the 4th overall draft pick. Alessandro Lodi just smiling it off. Avellana serving. And that one outside. That's at least 3 service faults here in set number 2 alone for the Foxies. And we are tied again. Riza Cruz checking back in for Avellana. And then subbing out for Bertolano for reception purposes.
Coach Lodi really maximizing his lineup today.
And again, Rousseau's reception being challenged. And Rousseau delivers her 15th point.
Rousseau has been the target in the first ball. Nxled making her work more in this match, but this time better angle. But Corvina was still there. There's no support in the second touch.
Meantime, Critch Makaslang checking in for the first time today. Good pass by De Guzman. Martinez. Oh, what an angle. 8 points for Martinez.
Nxled looking very much in sync, and that sequence from the first ball to the perfect reverse set of Maraguinot. Only one blocker there. Cross court very much open for Martinez.
Makaslang, another former Adamson player. Feels to me like there's so many Adamson players between these two teams. There's Rousseau down the line.
Good option on that angle, seeing a big gap. An open space for her to go down the line.
So after a slow start for Rousseau, she scored 4 of her 16 already. Good pass by Permentilla. Perfect pass.
Wow.
Giving the middles a chance to attack. Atienza gets her 4th point today.
And Maraguinot choosing the right attacker at the right time this time. Middle activation, no one jumping there with Zay Atienza.
If the Foxies practice their serving, as per Jules Israel, it seems to me like the Chameleons practice their digging and receiving.
So far, it's working for them.
Good coverage by Robbins Hardy. Chance ball here for the Chameleons. Too high that pass. There's a net touch. They call on Maraguinot. And Martinez upset it herself. She should know better. I mean, Maraguinot is only 5'4". She doesn't have to pass that high. So because of that error, Foxy's up by 1. Toring. Serving. Ooh. Wow, that is 4 service faults. 4 of the 13 points of the Chameleons.
I mean, the Foxies really trying to load up on their serves, but they have to be careful. They might be giving away a lot of free points here on the service line.
Meantime, no service fault yet for the Chameleons. Molina. Martinez saves it. Fermentilla clips the net. Bertolano to Tubu. It's outside. Now there's a block touch.
Good set coming from Bertolano. And Tubo just going for that long attack.
5 points now for Trisha Tubu.
Yep. Hitting the hand that time of Atienza.
Good pass by De Guzman again. Fermentilla. That one picked up by Tubu. Here comes Molina. Backs up for it. Easy pickup for Delerio. Martinez. Rosso with a good dig. Molina again. Blocked this time. Tubu pops it up. Robbins Hardy with a push.
Nice set.
Fermentilla. Rosso with an excellent dig. 2 players down the floor for the Foxies. But Cruz keeping it alive. Rosso from the pipe. Saved by Robbins Hardy. Longest rally of the day for sure. Fermentilla. Rosso digging it up. Molina. Delerio digging it. Fermentilla again.
No one's
Bertolano
giving up.
with coverage. Rosso finally from the pipe. What an exchange.
I'm sure we all love that rally quality volleyball. Fully displayed there by both teams. The coverage from the great digs, from the sharp attacks. But again, Alohi will go to the reinforced player in Rosso. That time faster and stronger attack from her.
Rosso with 17.
All the players trying to catch their breath right now.
Yeah, they deserve a break here. 2-point cushion for Trisha Tubu and the Foxies.
16, 15. 16, 16.
Tubu with 5. 3 of her 5 points coming in set number 2. Foxies down a set. Fermentilla. Again, Fermentilla. They already with 8 points.
And that down the line has been an issue here also for the Foxies, right in the corner pocket there for Fermentilla.
How good has Maraguinot been with her decision making, right, Ayem?
Very smooth playmaking, calling the right shots, and that has gave them an easier time to convert here.
Molina with the left hand. Fermentilla digging it. Atienza with an easy over. Bertolano. Back row attack again. But there is a foot fault they call against Rosso.
Foxies.
No, hang on. Yep, I think it is a foot fault.
Yep. Stepping on the line there, going for that approach from the back row. Still, it has been the errors not allowing the Foxies to sustain the momentum they've been trying to build.
15 all. First service fault for the Chameleons. And that takes us to our second technical timeout. And it's just a 1-point game. Foxies up over the Chameleons, set number 2.
Na-miss niyo ba yung game namin? Kung na-miss niyo, subscribe na to our YouTube channel. Subscribe na!
Despite the errors of the Foxies, De Guzman and the Chameleons only down by a point here. We're definitely within striking distance.
Yep. And again, they have been playing steady here, playing clean volleyball, not giving away a lot of free points.
Molina having a better second set. Scored 3 out of her 4 points here in set number 2. Martinez bounces it off the block. Seems like it's off the head of Rousseau.
Yep. Challenging that block of Rousseau that time, not choosing to go cross court. But again, you were right. Through the head of Rousseau.
9 points now for Martinez. Martinez checking up on Rousseau. Rousseau says, I'm okay. It's part of the game.
Yep.
How many times have you been hit in the face?
It happens.
It happens,
but you don't know when it's coming.
Always a surprise. Never a pleasant one. Bertolano covering for Rousseau on the service reception. Borbina to Maraginot. Here comes Martinez. Pushes. Good dig coming from Bertolano. Coverage by De Guzman. Maraginot back to Martinez. Oh, floor defense impeccable for both teams. That one outside for Rousseau. There's a block touch, says Fernando Velarde. No argument. No, there is an argument here by Guidetti. They will challenge. No, they won't.
Good exchanges here so far. But again, Alohi has been going to Rosso again and again, especially in this situation wherein they need more points just to build more lead here against Nxled.
1 point lead by the Foxies. Fermentilla. That one is outside.
2 point lead now for the Foxies. That's what they want. That's what they need. They are down by a set, so they want to get the second set.
Timeout here for Coach Guidetti. They're down by 2. Their biggest deficit was 3 points. We'll listen in.
The middle is arriving and moving, okay? Sometimes she's late. So better on Rousseau not to go on the lookout, but to enter in diagonal. Take some risk, use the diagonal and the pin, okay? As long as you start to go in diagonal, she will move a little, leaving you some line. Guys, here we go. Let's side up.
Back to the action inside the city of Dasmariñas Arena. Des Clemente on the bench. You saw her along with some of the other players of the Foxies who are up by 2. Their biggest lead was 3. Ooh, that is going to be service fault number 5 just for this set alone. And I believe for Cruz, that's going to be her second.
That's something they need to clean up.
Yep.
The errors on the service line.
Short pass by Molina. Rousseau.
Ooh.
Oh, rejected. That's the second black eye for Rousseau, so to speak.
And again, Nxled just reading that perfectly. 2 blockers against Rousseau.
Tibay defensive play of the set brought to you by Elastoseal. Selyado ang bubong, anumang panahon. Martinez, what can you do? It's part of the deal. Rousseau tries again. This one goes above the block. Maraginot too far up front, leaving that back wide open.
Rousseau just keeps on going again and again, trying different angles, trying different hits to score a point here.
Oh, she's got 19 already. That is a game high for both teams. Great pass by Delerio. Allowing Rich makaslang the score.
And again, Maraginot calling the right shots. Perfect timing to activate the middles. Late block coming from Turing. So right now, all attackers having the confidence to score.
2-point run for the Chameleons. The game is tied at 19. Rousseau from the other side, and she knocks it in. Now 20 big points for Ellie Rousseau.
So far, all about Ellie Rousseau in the past sequences here for the Foxies. Let's see if they'll be able to keep it up and get the second set.
And to piggyback on your point, Ayel, Molina, Tubu, all of a sudden quiet after, scoring a few points at the start. They have not been able to get involved offensively. Martinez knocking it in. 11 points for Martinez. It's been all Rousseau now, which is causing a few problems for the Foxies. They're getting more predictable. Every time, back in is Mangulabnan and Fernandez, the double sub for Coach Guidetti.
It worked in the first set. They were able to keep the game closer.
Much better pass from Rousseau. Trisha Tubu picked up by Mangulabnan. So Horvina will set it for Fernandez. Rousseau pops it up on the dig. Molina. Horvina again. De Guzman off speed. Molina picks it up. Robbins Hardy to Rousseau. But a dig from Mangulabnan. De Guzman too close to the net and she touches the net.
Yep, she wanted to go for the hands of Tubu there to push it over, but she scraped the white tape going down.
So the lead back to the Foxies by 1. Toring has 2 faults, all in the second set.
So she might just keep this one safe.
Molabnan to De Guzman, off the block, kept alive. Fernandez, Rousseau with a dig. Trisha Tubu, blocked! Terrific defense at the net by the Chameleons.
And you will always see Nxled having 2 blockers against the attacker of the Foxies. That's how quick they are able to read and move to the attackers this time. All angles close for Trisha Tubu. Have to give credit to the middles of Nxled, always doing their job, closing the angles.
3rd block for Jaya Tienza.
All-around game for her so far.
Part of her 5 points. Bertolano covering for Rousseau on the reception. Yeah, nice adjustment by Riza Cruz for the dump.
Good activation in the middle as well for Alohi, recognizing that the wing attackers have been actually blocked or checked. The middle was a better option that time.
First point for Riza Cruz. 22-21. Mangulabnan, the back set. Oh, and a nice push by Robbins Hardy, her 3rd point of the game, and it's a 2-point cushion right now for the Foxies.
That's what you're capable of when you are tall. Too quick for her to get that point.
Timeout for Coach Guidetti. And the Chameleons, the last one.
Start from the passing. Once again, if the ball is escaping laterally, even if it's the spiker sets, and we play smart, okay? Remember, guys, we got now Tubu serving. If the setter is high, use the high parabolas. And from position 2, they're leaving you line. You can spike or you can tip. Ready, oh!
Well, the last time I heard parabola used in a sentence was by my geometry teacher. So,
Please explain.
yeah, please, Ayel, please translate that for me.
I think you should translate it for all of us. That's the first time I've heard that.
Some high-level volleyball right there.
But clearly, players understood that one. That's what's important.
Mangulabnan, there's a nice combination play that Martinez was talking about, trying to get used to the combination plays here in the Philippines. Molina misses down the line.
Crucial errors here for the Foxies. Again, we saw how steady Nxled could play, especially in the end stretch. They're able to hold tighter.
And these errors again, Ayel, of the Foxies, putting them in a bad position, and a timeout here for Coach Lodi.
Middle serving also means that we can use her defensively, okay? It's a soft ball, so we attack it, all right? It's a soft ball, her serve, so we attack it. In transition, we shut the line here, and 6, not too far, not too deep,
But the ball falls in front of you.
Let's go. Here, now, let's go.
All right, a little worry in the tone of the voice of Coach Lodi, Rachel Andakis, Des Clemente, we mentioned.
Michael Arosa as well.
There you go, the lineup, Foxies taking over the franchise of the Strong Group Athletics. Substitution here. Tubu will come out. And Jackie Janela, who was formerly a libero, now is, what is that, a utility player?
Seems like it. Doing still the defensive job in the back row.
Pipe attack. Rousseau gets it to trickle over. And for the first time in the match, it's 2 set points, a yell for the Foxies.
Lucky break as well here for the Foxies and getting a bit of help from the net that time.
So great response after the timeout of Coach Lodi. Chance to put it away, but Molina, again, it's these errors.
They have to be careful here.
That's 6 points they've given up from the service faults alone. We're not even counting the attack faults yet for the Foxies, so it's going to be interesting to see the final number later when we get the in-between set statistics. In the meantime, back in is Maraginot and Martinez, only a point down. There's a nice block against Rousseau. Rousseau tries again off the block, and she gets it through. What a shot for Rousseau, her 22nd point for the win.
And the most important point, not opening a window of opportunity for Nxled that time, who has played steady all throughout. Finally, Farm Fresh Foxies able to get that last point.
Point brought to you by Myra. Be Vita Brighter with Myra's vitamin-powered whitening lotion. Ellie Rousseau powers the Foxies to their first set. And we're tied at 1 set apiece going to the third.
Can you explain us kung gaano kalaga si Ellie sa team niyo?
Very much. I guess it's not the reinforced conference without the reinforcement. I think she stabilizes our needs sa pins also. And you guys can see naman kung gaano din siya.
Well, we expected the Foxies to fight back, and fight back they did. Winning the second set, and we're tied at one set apiece going to the third, Ayel.
But both sets showing how good both the teams are so far. Again, Nxled Chameleons has been steady in their floor defense. Jaja Maraginot calling the right shots in terms of her playmaking, keeping everyone involved. But on the side of the Foxies, Ellie Rousseau has been the hero, stepping up big, scoring the crucial points. Some sparks coming from Molina and Tubu, but still we're still looking more from both of the players as you see the numbers. Farm Fresh Foxies out attacking the Chameleons. They have 18 against the 9 of the Chameleons. But the Foxies, take a look at the errors. 11 errors. They are in double digits in terms of errors. That's what Nxled capitalized on. The reason why they were able to keep it close. Meanwhile, for the Chameleons, also a bit high in terms of errors here. They have 7. But again, in terms of playing cohesively, it has been Nxled Chameleons coming alive.
Well, is that concerning to you, Ayel, the number 9 attack points only for the Chameleons, and they were not able to capitalize on 11 free points?
Yep. Seems like it also. They had a lot of opportunities to build the momentum, to get the runs because of the errors of the Farm Fresh Foxies. But you have to give it to the Foxies also, making it sure that every time they make an error, they get a bounce back point right away. The reason why it was a very close second set. But we are tied up 1-1 in terms of sets. We expected this one. It's going to be a long match as both teams really very eager to get a win.
And we're off. Set number 3. Again, the target has been Rousseau for the service reception. Pancake save by Jorvina. Easy over coming from Martinez. Running attack, Cruz. Yeah, they going pretty close to our area. De Guzman did a pretty good job saving us from getting hurt. Rousseau, cross court, dug by De Guzman. Here's Lian. That one into the net.
Bit short also for Lian De Guzman. Wasn't able to go for a full swing that time. So free point to start things off for the Foxies.
And just like the first 2 sets, the first point of set number 3 going to the Foxies. Martinez, Tubu with coverage. Rousseau, that one outside.
Tough set also there for Rousseau. That was so high. She had to time that one well.
So, as expected, I guess, it's the error by the Foxies, something they have not been able to get in control.
Yep.
Gives the first point to the Chameleons and also gives the second point off a bad pass.
And again, it's dangerous also if you give Nxled some confidence, especially that they are already playing well right now.
Molina and Rousseau, their pass reception has been suspect today. Makaslang serving to Rousseau. From the pipe, that one outside. 3 straight errors, Ayel, for the Foxies.
Nxled doing a good job targeting Rousseau, keeping her out as an option in terms of offense. I mean, Alohi forced to set up Tubu there from the back row, but still not able to convert. Again, if you're playing against a reinforced player as good as Rousseau, you want her to put out in terms of an option in offense.
Yeah, that one outside for Chris Makaslang. And the second point for the Foxies.
An important set for both teams to get an advantage.
I can already feel how close this one's going to be.
I agree.
Martinez, that one kept alive. Here comes Rousseau using the left hand for the push. What a set. Ooh, what a set. I mean, I didn't even expect that going to the pipe from the Chameleons. Let's send it courtside to Jules Israel.
The the Nxled Chameleons look in sync, and that's because they
player,
really
Paula
improved their
Martinez.
connection during the
For
off-season. Cara Permentilla told me that they have a stronger relationship now. They're more aggressive and cohesive with each other. In their own words, they are all aligned on one goal and are on the same page. In training, Coach Ettore Gadati also urged them that every touch matters, no chances wasted, every play converted. With this improved chemistry and hands-on mentorship, let's see if they take back this set. Eric and Ayel.
All right, now they're in a good position. Thanks,
Martinez.
Jules. They're up by 3 and just forcing one error after another from the Foxies. There was a net touch by Rousseau, but there are some errors now from the service area. It's the second one for the Chameleons here in set number 3.
Both teams still trying to find the rhythm here in the start of the third set.
But what a debut for Rousseau. 22 points, and we're just in set number 3. Make that 23 now. That is her 4th ace of the game. What a scoring machine from Belgium.
Exactly, and also like an all-around game for her from the front row to the back row, even on the service line, trying her best to score wherever she is.
Good pass by Delerio. Martinez, that one a little low. Pushes it. Tubu. Block coverage by Rousseau. Molina. Delerio passes. De Guzman is rejected, but Delerio is there again for coverage. De Guzman tries again, and this one off the block. Yes, it is.
Yep. They touch the outer hand of Trisha Tubo. Forearm there.
Barely.
But again, a lot of players scoring here for the Nxled Chameleons. That's also the reason why Jaja Maraguinot is not having a difficult time in choosing who to set up, because everyone also stepping up.
2-point lead for the Chameleons. They led by as many as 3. De Guzman with coverage. Martinez passes. Permentilla running hit is good. What a shot by Permentilla. She is now in double digits with 10.
Looked like an impossible hit from where Martinez was, but you've got to admire how Chiara Permentilla was still able to adjust that time. And also Tubu letting that one go, did not expect Permentilla to go down the line.
2 players in double digits for the Chameleons, Martinez and Permentilla. Now one outside, and you can hear Rousseau shouting.
Again, she knows she has to be the leader here inside the court for the Foxies. She has the most experience in terms of volleyball.
Farm Fresh, first time to start a set from behind. Down by 2, Permentilla hits the antenna.
Nxled so far attacking out of system in the past sequences, making it more challenging for them to convert.
Serving to tie it. Ooh. Wow, Maureen Turing must not have been in practice when they were getting their serves in. They're down by 2. Nxled up 8-6, set 3.
Bitin na kayo sa games? Watch all the replays on PVL YouTube channel. Subscribe!
Risa Cruz. And the Foxies are trailing by 2. 8-6. Martinez, 11 points. less than half of what her counterpart has done so far. Rousseau, the Foxies with 23.
But a slow start here for both teams compared to the first two sets.
Atienza. Tubu. Block coverage by Bertolano in her first conference as a libero.
Wow.
Maraguinot, what a save. Easy over from De Guzman. Robbins Hardy, back to Tubu. Pushes it. Coverage by De Guzman. And now De Guzman pops up and comes up short.
She wanted to outsmart that floor defense of the Foxies, but not enough power that time for that short push.
I'm impressed. That was a burpee. That was one burpee for Lian De Guzman.
That's how quick they have been moving on the court.
Bad pass from Permentilla. Bertolano. The dig. Molina. Drop shot pretty high. Row 1-2 coming from Maraguinot. Molina again picked up by De Guzman, who's been playing great defense in the back row. Permentilla. Tubu passes Robbins Hardy 1-2. Permentilla again. Oh, wow, Chiara Permentilla. Outstanding offense today.
Just breaking through the block again of the Foxies. If you are against Chiara Permentilla and you know she can get through, you have to press those hands in at the right time. She has been fully maximizing those loose hands.
Permentilla, this is her third pro team. Nxled Chameleons. 11 points for Permentilla. Great serve.
Back row.
And this one, dig no good as Rousseau gets her 24th point.
And those back row attacks will become fast and strong coming from Rousseau again. Not enough time that time for Nxled to be stable in the floor defense.
And for Rousseau, it doesn't matter if it's a low set.
Yep. She's quick on her feet.
Yep. Makas lang. And again, Bertolano digging it up. Rousseau is blocked. Lisa Cruz. A spectacular push. Cruz with her second point.
All about placement so far for Cruz. Finding that hole at zone 4. Simple yet effective for her.
And this is the second deadlock of set number 3. 9-all. Molina with 4 points. What a set. Martinez off the block.
A bit silent here in the start, but a good set coming from Maraguinot. 2 blockers. Not enough there for Martinez, challenging that outer hand of Rousseau.
12 points for Martinez. 9 attacks, 2 blocks, 1 ace. And now it's the turn of the Chameleons to commit these service faults.
Low toss there for Permentilla, forcing her to commit that error. No one pulling away here.
Deadlock number 3. Ooh. Delerio, usually a solid passer, and that one got away from her.
Yep. Lian De Guzman also trying to chase that one. Not enough space for her to do so. Yeah, Delerio taking that on the side. Platform wasn't stable enough.
First ace for Cruz. 2 over 3 points coming here in the third. Much better pass from Delerio. Here comes Martinez. Cruz with a dig. Rousseau. I mean, that one low and fast, and she still knocked it in.
I mean, with the height of Rousseau, you would expect a bit of height on that set, but nope. She went faster and finding that down the line angle.
And timeout here for Coach Guidetti. They're down by 2. Biggest lead for the Foxies.
Lei ci cucina in parallela, incrocia, perché così non ti vede. Invece con le mani alte ti vede quell'impestata lì. Okay? Guys, we need a pass, we need a side out, and then we keep going. Hey, guys, struggling the side out. Then we go to serve and we miss the serve. Hey.
Must get a side out. They trailed, or they led by as many as 3, but now they're down by 2. Lian De Guzman and the Chameleons. It seems like the, what do you think? Red or the orange for Molina?
I mean, they said fresh start.
Fresh colors, fresh start.
So far, so good.
She looks good in orange. Delerio. And that one coming up short for Makaslang. The lead is now 3 for the Foxies.
Farm Fresh starting to pull away. We mentioned earlier it has been tight set so far, but Foxies are finding their rhythm, trying to build a big lead.
De Los Reyes checking in for Makaslang. Ooh. That one way too low for Cruz.
And errors like this, as a coach, obviously you'd see the reactions of the coach every time there's a service error. Errors that you don't want to happen because players having that full control on the service line.
So De Los Reyes now serving. Robbins Hardy. Toring with a push. Easy pickup for De Los Reyes. Martinez. Robbins Hardy with the first touch. Here's Rousseau again. Oh, Rousseau is just unstoppable. 26 points.
And she's swinging from all sides of the court. Low set, high set, fast set, whatever that set is, she's coming to kill that ball. And right now, she's proving why she is the reinforced player of the Foxies.
12 in the first set, 10 in the second set as Robbins Hardy serves it outside.
Again, the errors of the Foxies keeping it close.
Lucille Almonte on your screens. Martinez with a good serve to Rousseau. Not surprising. And nice push with 2 hands for Trisha Tubu.
Smart move there coming from Trisha Tubu. Not enough height on that set. Best option to push that one. Got lucky, a big hole there behind the blockers.
Side out for the Foxies as Rousseau serves. Look at the big numbers for Rousseau. You like how competitive Rousseau is. She really gets on herself for committing errors.
And she knew she had an error with a toss.
Yeah.
Starting to be frustrated with herself here.
De Guzman, good serve to Rousseau again. Tubu. That one right between Martinez and De Guzman. 3-point lead for the Foxies against the Chameleons, set number 3.
Player highlights, we got you covered. Subscribe now to the PVL YouTube channel. Subscribe!
A lot of people glad. Ces Molina now seeing action for the Foxies. As you look at some of the fans still sticking it out with us here at 8:02 p.m. in Cavite. Second game of our doubleheader. Earlier today, the Angels winning against the High Risers. Abellana checking back in to serve for the Foxies, who are up by their biggest margin of 3 points against the Chameleons. And oh, look now, EJ Lara in the game for the first time. For the Chameleons. We talked about her in the open, how she is part of that 1-2 punch with Leon de Guzman as Abellana. That's her second service fault.
Too strong that time on the service line. Farm Fresh Foxies still on the lead, up by 2 points, but Nxled hoping they can find momentum here in the end stretch.
Robbins Hardy to Tubu. And Carino pops it up. Permentilla, cross-court hit. What a dig for Bertolano. Molina. Yes, Cess Molina. Her first point here in set number 3. She's got 5.
Choosing the smaller blocker there in Maraguinot. Perfect set as well coming from Alohi.
There's EJ Carino. Martinez sends it outside. Right now, it's a combination of errors and then the offense of the Foxies allowing the orange shirts to pull away. And Coach Guidetti will call a timeout.
We play like this. We spike hard. We don't give a damn. Got it. Now protect the passing. And please go back. Go for a tempo back. Or there is a double block on Chiara. And the middle is not believing that we can spike with the upper. Okay. So for a tempo back. So we have all the space that we need. You didn't make a single kick on football.
Right now, the Chameleons are down by their biggest deficit. Like a Ebon on the right side. Has not seen action today. But both coaches very tight rotation, so it's surprising to see EJ Laura Carino in the game for the first time here in set 3 for Mentilla. Fault on the attack as right now the Chameleons starting to unravel.
Timeout did not work there for the Nxled Chameleons.
And that is their last timeout, by the way.
Coach Guidetti earlier saying that they need to pass better. That did work for them in the past 2 sets. The reason why Maragui not having more options in terms of attacking, but right now a bit faulty on the pass.
Just like that one. Permentilla gets it across the net off an off-system play from the pipe.
Wow.
There you go. Rousseau now with 28. She's on track for a 30-point performance for sure.
And she's very difficult to defend from the back row. Again, she's swinging fast and choosing the angle right away. If you're the defender, you have to read it and be stable on your foot.
And Coach Lodi is fired up. Why not? This is their biggest lead now at 6 points. Biggest lead of the match, by the way. Molina. Delario pops it up. Maraguinot to Martinez. An easy over. Chance ball here for the orange shirts. Molina tries again. Here's a drop shot. Saved by Martinez. Permentilla, another chance ball going to the Foxies. 1-2 for Robbins Hardy. Permentilla finally gets the side out for the Chameleons.
Again, 2 blockers there, but not able to even just slow down Permentilla. She has been so good challenging the net defense. Alohi Robbins there even, again with that height, could not slow her down.
Time check, Janela checking in for reception purposes. So they're basically 2 liberos on the floor for the Foxies. The former libero, Janela, and the current libero in Bertolano. And still an off-system play here for the Foxies. Martinez, you get a block touch? Nope. Wow.
That's what she wanted. Could not get even just a fingertip that time.
Even after a free ball, Chameleons come up empty. Down by 6 again. Molina. Carino with a pass. Here comes Permentilla. There's a block touch call against Robbins Hardy. So a side out for the Chameleons.
Permentilla again, just finding the hands of Alohi, the forearm that time.
13 points now for Chiara Permentilla.
She has been the most consistent so far in terms of scoring.
It's a long way to go for them, though. Rousseau, especially if Rousseau keeps on hitting like that. 29 points now for Ellie Rousseau.
No one's really stopping her at this point. Playing more relaxed right now, being very comfortable with the sets coming from Alohi.
Biggest lead restored for the Foxies. Much better pass from Carino. Here comes Martinez. Got it off the block of Rousseau.
They will need more of that from Martinez. Again, they are playing catch-up here. Maraginot looking for Martinez that time, who gets through the block of Rousseau.
13 points for Martinez. De Los Reyes serving to Bertolano. Nice little touch on the option for Robbins Hardy. That's her 4th point.
And Aloy didn't even have to put some force on that attack. It felt like it just slid her fingertips.
Alohi Robbins Hardy, the cousin of Gabe Norwood, who is playing his final season, this 50th season of the PBA. Won a couple of championships, Gabe Norwood, and then a mainstay of Gilas Pilipinas. Service fault for Alohi Robbins Hardy, but still they're comfortably ahead by 5 as Fernandez and Mangulabnan check in for the Chameleons.
Let's see if they can spark some change here for the Chameleons. The Foxies just needs 2 more points to secure this set.
Robbins Hardy to Rousseau. Nice touch. 30 points.
After consecutive points right now, she can put more variety in that attack. Defense was waiting for a power hit. Great ball control there on that off-speed attack for Rousseau.
4 aces, 25 attack points. You see how upset she gets at herself for a mistake, right?
She knows she can do better, that's why.
And Coach Lodi will burn his last time out as well. So listen in.
She can face this direction and put it crossbody to 1, but it's a loopy ball. Okay, so we attack it even with our hands. Okay, let's go.
One stop! Go here! Now! 1 point pala.
Now the loopy ball, I can understand the loopy ball. That's the
so many terms coming in this game.
Parabola I've yet to wrap my head around. 5 set points here for Ellie Rousseau and the rest of the Foxies. Rousseau with a good pass. And the finish from Lorene Toring, her 2nd point of the game, and an easy win in set number 3 for the Foxies.
A better outing for the Foxies this time. They're able to play cleaner in this set.
This point brought to you by Myra. Be Vita Brighter with Myra's vitamin-powered whitening lotion. Leading 2 sets to 1 now. Foxies over the Chameleons going to set 4. So a bounce back win. 1-3 for the Foxies. Chameleons getting the 2nd. So if you kind of average that, you're thinking Chameleons should come up big in
Yep.
set number 4. But in the meantime, let's look at the highlights of the past set.
A faster set this time, 26 minutes to secure the third set for the Foxies. Again, Ellie Rousseau was unstoppable in all angles, especially from the back row, and that's something Alohi Robbins has been capitalizing on. And in the first 2 sets, we've seen solid defense coming from the Chameleons, something we did not see in the third set. That non-scoring department, they were not able to level up, and in terms of scoring as well, Foxy is faring way better still. They have 12 against the 8 of the Chameleons, and the Chameleons also committing more errors in this set. They had 7 in the second set, and in this set they had 11. They have 1 more against the 10 of the Foxies. But again, Foxies has been making up from those errors with their offense, and that's something that we did not see from the Chameleons, especially with the faulty passing in the third set.
So only single digits in terms of attacks for 2 consecutive sets.
Yep.
Third and fourth for the Chameleons, which explains partly why Rousseau and the Foxies led by so much, won by 6 points, their biggest winning margin yet in the match so far against Martinez and the Chameleons.
And Foxy's also playing more efficiently in terms of attacking. They were able to have 34% attack efficiency against only the 25 of the Nxled Chameleons. Again, it stems from their faulty passing. Jaja Maragino not having a lot of options, not able to activate the middles in that set. Meanwhile, that's the difference that we saw from the Foxies. More players coming alive in terms of scoring.
Well, both teams, again, with the same starting 6 to kick off set number 4. Must-win situation for the Chameleons. Fermentilla rejected. And that is the first point for the Foxies.
Out of system set that time, so easy read for the Foxies.
Bad pass from De Guzman, and now Delerio, Fermentilla collide, but Delerio, make that Fermentilla with a good hit. Is an easy over coming from the Foxies. Martinez has to get going. Robbins Hardy to Rousseau, and the dump is good.
And this is a strong rotation to start this set for the Foxies. Rousseau in the front row, and if the back row players can defend well, they can just feed Rousseau, who has been, again, a scoring machine for them.
31 for Ellie Rousseau already. Good serve by Molina. Confidence of the Foxies rising with each and every point they score here in set 4. Fermentilla. Oh, Fermentilla, meantime, single-handedly keeping Chameleons in this game.
And the hits of Fermentilla does not have a lot of spin. It's a flat ball, so it's so much harder to defend. You have to react faster. That time, not quick enough for Rousseau.
Fermentilla now with 14 points. Good pass. Rousseau.
She wanted to go very sharp that time, but could not execute.
2-all. Serving for the lead now, Chiara Fermentilla, but that one goes long. And the Foxies back up by 1. 3-2.
Martinez was silent in the third set. Let's see if they're able to involve her more in the set.
Only 2 points.
Yep.
In set 3 for Martinez. That service outside for Cruz.
Both teams with errors on the service line.
Jaisel De Los Reyes prepping serve at 3-all. From the pipe, Trisha Tubu sending that one way outside. Both teams peppered with errors to start set number 4, and Coach Lodi trying to get things in order here, starting out instructions.
He knows they will need the set.
Yeah.
They don't want to give Nxled another opportunity.
Also, another top spin shot. That one to drop right down the middle.
At this point, she's just playing with the tempo of the game, making herself very unpredictable, letting Nxled figure her out.
32 points now for Ellie Rousseau. We're tied at 4. Oh, bad pass for De Guzman as we go courtside to Jules Israel.
Eric Anayel, in Coach Alessandro Lodi's own words, volleyball is a game of imperfection, and it all boils down to who reacts better and who moves on quickly. He told me a while ago that he's entering every game without expectation, not consumed by the bigger goals, but focusing on the little things first that can give them a chance to win. In the huddle, he urged the Foxies to be quick in their attacks and to do so with strong confidence. With 5 months of technical and mental training in the offseason, let's see if the Foxies are taking the first win of the conference in this set. Eric Anayel.
All right, thank you, Jules. Well, can't say that they'll get this fourth set, but they're in a much better position now. They're doing it both on offense and defense. That's offense. Right before that was a block by Rousseau, which was their defense. Now the lead is 3 points for the Foxies.
They're looking more cohesive and polished, improving their game in every set. And right now, it seems like everyone at the same page in the Foxies.
Biggest lead now for the Foxies. De Guzman. Molina pops up for it. Rousseau, easy over. Chance ball here. Get a side out. Chameleons. Martinez, can she deliver? And there is no block touch. Quickly, a challenge by Coach Guidetti.
They will try their luck here. I mean, they don't want Foxies to have a bigger lead, so they will take their chance to get this point.
But that shot happened right in front of Fernando Velarde, though, so...
Let's see.
They need a side out, yet. I mean, can't afford going down 4 points.
Especially with how confident the Foxies look like in the set.
And that challenge seems will be unsuccessful. No block touch, and that'll take us straight away to a technical timeout. It's a 4-point cushion for the Foxies here. There it is. All right, we'll take a break. Come back with the remainder of this set 4 after this quick break.
Na-miss niyo ba yung game namin? Kung na-miss niyo, subscribe na to our YouTube channel. Subscribe na!
Very comfortable lead for the Foxies here in set 4. They're up 2 sets to 1. And then up by 4 points here. Ellie Rousseau with 33 points. We talked about how 30 points was definitely within her, you know, the ballpark of what she can do.
Yep. Clearly some killer instinct coming from Rousseau.
From the pipe there, Permentilla right on Robbins Hardy. Can't pop it up.
Permentilla has been a bright spot here, clearly, for the Chameleons. Again, she has been the most consistent. When she's in the front row, she has been very productive. So you understand why Maragina tries to look for Permentilla, especially in situations like this.
Well, Coach Guidetti hoping that'll start a spark for the Chameleons. Martinez with 13 points. She has not scored yet here in set 4. And that serve Adding a little bit of service pressure there, but that backfires on Martinez. Third service fault for Martinez as Jolina De La Cruz sees action for the first time today, and you can tell she's got some fans.
Giving Eli Rosso a bit of a rest here while she's in the back row.
One, two for Maraguinot. Tubu with the drop. Popped up by Atienza. Tubu picks it up. Robbins Hardy to Molina, who will get the point.
Too strong that time for the net defense of Nxled Chameleons. Ses Molina seems like found her own momentum here through the block that time.
6 points for Ses Molina. We know that's far below the
her
kind
usual.
Of, the numbers that Molina puts up. That's a short pass coming from Permentilla. Lian de Guzman blazes that one through Tubu and Robbins Hardy.
An explosive approach for Lian de Guzman. Again, all power in that attack. Alohi clearly surprised of that attack of Lian de Guzman.
But only 5 points for de Guzman today. Still a 4-point deficit for the Chameleons. Tubu.
Ooh.
Rejected. Wait a minute. That was an inadvertent whistle by Fernando Velarde. He apologizes. We will replay the point.
Yep. Good reflexes there from the Foxies.
Short pass from De La Cruz. Molina with a drop. Easy pickup for Martinez. What a dig for De La Cruz. Molina picked up by Jorvina. Permentilla punches it through the double block. Tubu pushes De Guzman to Jorvina to Permentilla. That one high enough for Robbins Hardy to pick up. But the overpass. Chance ball here, Permentilla. Oh, what a series of saves for the Foxies. Robbins Hardy to Tubu. Long rally in the making here, Permentilla. This one off the block. Permentilla collapses out of exhaustion. Oh, what an effort by Chiara and the Chameleons.
Exactly. Again, that floor defense was present in that sequence, but Chiara Permentilla getting the point for the Chameleons. Oh, big game here for Chiara Permentilla.
Can't believe that was just worth 1 point. So, just a side out there. No, beg your pardon. I think that's a break point. Because it's still the Guzman serving. So, break point for the Chameleons. They've got to score at least 3 more to tie the game.
Yep.
They're down by as many as 5 points.
Good push.
And Molina gets a block touch.
And we're seeing the usual approach of Molina. Earlier, there was a bit of hesitation, but right now, you know that she's on the flow. More points coming from her here.
7 points for Molina as Abellana checks back in. She is the service specialist. Although her serves today, she struggled. 2 service faults for her. Ooh. Coach Lodi now unhappy.
She had so many opportunities to try to put the ball in.
What a rough game for Abellana, only coming in to serve, and she has thrown away 3 service faults. Underhand pass for Robbins Hardy. Tubu hits it. Martinez. Oh, gets it to trickle over the net.
And finally, that has got to help the confidence of Martinez here, who hasn't scored points in a couple of sequences, but some help from the net that time will work for her.
That's actually her first point of set number 4. Only 14 points for Martinez. A far cry from the 33 of Rousseau, who's resting on the bench, at least for now, for the Foxies. Bertolano passes. Here's Tubu. Battle at the net. Won by De Los Reyes. Easy over here for Robbins Hardy. De Los Reyes sends it outside.
A great decision there actually for Maragino to set up De Los Reyes. No blockers jumping with her. Couldn't just put that ball in. Lacked of risk action that time.
Good serve. Martinez, cross-court hit. Easy dig for Tubu. Fermentilla right now is a top scorer for the Chameleons with 16. Fermentilla hits again. Yes, 17 now for Chiara Fermentilla.
Again, doesn't matter what kind of set that is. Chiara Fermentilla goes for the full swing. This time going down the line. Tubo not ready for that one.
And now, Jonella checks back in for reception purposes. So two great passers in the back row for the Foxies. Good idea for Maraguinot to serve to De La Cruz. You want to avoid Bertolano and Jonella.
Exactly.
And meantime, Bertolano seems is cramping up.
Cruz mishandles that one. Here you go, Bertolano tried to go for the chase.
And you can already see the calf muscle tightening up as he dove for that save. So we're going to see for the first time Ann Monares, the second libero for the Foxies. Monares, 16th pick in the second round of this year's draft.
Too strong for Jaja Maraguinot. After a good ace, she gives away a free point here for the Foxies.
That's got to hurt. I mean, they had a chance to tie. Now they're back down by 2. And Rousseau is back and in the front row for the Foxies. And still, two great passers in the back row for the orange shirts with Monares and Jonella.
Exactly. Strong rotation here for them.
Delerio with coverage. Here's Martinez. Monares passes to Rousseau, who's fresh off the bench. And Rousseau will score again, 34 now.
It looked like she was going to go cross-court, but again, that follow-through, redirecting that ball to the down-the-line angle. Not high enough on that first ball for Jaja Maraguinot.
Timeout here for Coach Guidetti, down by 3 in set number 4. EJ Carino checking back in, her second appearance after getting some minutes in set number 3. And she replaces De Guzman.
Right now, Coach Guidetti trying to look for that second scorer who will also step up, because so far in the third set and this set, it has been all Fermentilla.
Molina now with 7. Closing in on a double-digit performance today. That hit is on the line for Martinez. Just the second point for Martinez here in set 4. She's got 15.
Good reverse set there coming from Maragino. In between the hands of Rosso that time. But again, more players, more scoring production will be needed here for the Chameleons.
A short stint for Carino as she steps out for De Guzman.
Oh, great dig from Horvina.
De Guzman. Molina pops it up. Rosso, this one too close to the net. And that touch will be called against De Los Reyes. And they're adamant, De Los Reyes and Martinez adamant they didn't touch it, so naturally a challenge here.
Yep, I mean the net moved, but it's not clear who touched the net or if it was the ball.
Right now, Chameleons need everything and anything they can get a point on.
Again, this is a Jordan set for the Chameleons. They will need this to extend the match. Meanwhile, the Foxies will need this set to secure their first win of the conference.
Only one challenge remaining for the Chameleons. They lost the challenge early.
Chameleons really started strong in this match. Slowed down so far.
There it is. Somebody touched the net.
Martinez. She did not clearly feel that one with those arm sleeves.
Yep.
It happens.
So no challenges remaining for Coach Guidetti anymore moving forward. And they're back down by 3. Good serve all the way to the back row. Martinez, easy pickup for Riza Cruz. Rosso got it again. 35 now for Ellie Rosso.
And she's loving it right now. You see that big smile on her face.
4-point lead. Second technical timeout. Set 4 for the Foxies.
Player highlights, we got you covered. Subscribe now to the PVL YouTube channel. Subscribe!
$35 points for Ellie Rosso and counting because it's not over yet.
Yep. And she's in the front row,
Yep.
so we can't expect Alohi going back to her.
Meanwhile, Martinez, you just saw her momentarily, only 15 points so far in her debut with the Chameleons. Martinez, what a dig for Janela. What a luxury for Coach Lodi to have Janela as a utility player. Meantime, Rosso, a rare mishit for her.
But that was a solid dig coming from Janela, as you mentioned.
And now again, two great defenders in the back row for the Foxies with Monares back in.
Yep. I mean, Ces Molina also a good passer.
Rosso. Low, high, doesn't really matter for Ellie Rosso. 36 points now.
And she is a big problem Nxled could not solve at this point. She keeps on going. She keeps on scoring. And, you know, that gives the Foxies more confidence to end this in 4 sets.
Full front line for Robbins Hardy. But that one clipping the line, so a side out for the Chameleons.
I mean, the bench of the Foxies still arguing whether it was in or out, but that was clearly in.
No point in wasting a challenge.
Yep.
Fernandez comes in along with Maji Mangulabnan. Both teams with a full front line. Tubu. Got it.
Through the block. That time for Trisha Tubu.
8 points for Tubu. Second leading scorer. Right behind the 36 of Rousseau.
No reinforced player again. Martinez is an opposite. So she always goes out in double subs, but the Chameleons will get a free point here off that service error of Rousseau.
And now with a comfortable lead, she's smiling after the service fault for the first time today.
Yep. Earlier, she was very frustrated every time she commits an error.
15 serving 18. Tubu. That is point number 9 for Trisha Tubu, closing in on a double-digit performance.
And they're also getting more help in terms of scoring in this set. Says Molina, a couple of points also for her. So right now, not much pressure on Rousseau to be the main gunner.
Turing with 3 service faults. Wow, what is a good serve all the way to Delerio. Permentilla. Rousseau with a pass. Molina. Yeah, Molina now with 8.
And that angle, she's very comfortable to hit, going cross-court that time, perfectly avoiding the hands of the blockers. No defense there for the Chameleons.
Coach Guidetti burning his final timeout. Down by 5 here in set 4.
Now we know what they are doing. If the ball is very good, the ball goes to Tubu when she's in the first row, and Rousseau when she's in the first row. Bad ball goes to Molina. Okay? Got it. Here we go. Oh!
Keep pushing, keep pushing.
Next time.
Well, the digs, the passing, that have been so good for Permentilla and the Chameleons. Set 1 and set 2 now seem to have abandoned them here in set 4, Ayel.
And it's also because the Foxies has adjusted their offense. It's not anymore just Rousseau. There are more options, more attackers stepping up, so more players to look out to, which is disrupting not just their net defense, but also their floor defense.
Biggest lead restored for Turing and the Foxies, up by 5. There's a foot fault.
Lucky break for the Chameleons. Let's see if they'll be able to capitalize on this error of Turing.
So that's 4 service fault errors now for Turing. The most after the 5 service faults of Rousseau, by the way. Tubu. Got it. Now with 10 points. Second player in double digits. Trisha Tubu for the Foxies.
And Coach Guidetti pointed this out earlier in the timeout. When it is a good pass, if Tubu is on the front row, most likely she is going to get that set. And clearly that's what happened. But still no adjustment for the Chameleons.
Service out. So back-to-back service faults. There's a challenge. The first one for Coach Lodi.
They thought about calling a challenge earlier. They did not call. They will try this time. Ball in, ball out challenge. They still have 2. Might as well use it. Taking this chance also to talk to his players, talking about Coach Lodi.
Foxies coming off their best finish in the PVL, making it all the way to the quarterfinals for the first time in the pocket tournament, the on-tour pocket tournament. In the All-Filipino Conference, they finished 10th. Meanwhile, their opponents today, the Chameleons, finished 12th in the All-Filipino Conference, but also made it to the quarterfinals. Lost to the crossovers. And it is outside, clearly.
Very clear. Not even close to the end line.
So one more challenge remaining for Coach Lodi and the Foxies. Martinez, Maraginot back in. One final push for the Chameleons. Right now, Down by 4. Bad pass. Good save by Riza Cruz. But no, that one is long.
That could be a start here of a run for the Chameleons. Again, they have a complete front row. Faulty pass there coming from Rousseau again. She will be the target here. They want to put her out in terms of offense.
2 straight points for the Chameleons. Monares to Molina. And Molina will get 9 points already.
Again, Ses Molina just reminding everyone that she is a veteran player. She may have started slow in this match, but once she finds her momentum, she has been calling the right decisions. No one there at zone 1 for the Nxled Chameleons.
Third leading scorer, Ses Molina with 9. Looking for her first ace today. Permentilla. What a game for Permentilla.
Yep.
18 points.
A lot of sharp attacks coming from Permentilla. Let's take a second look on that one. Again, going down the line this time. Still going for the corner pocket.
She's keeping it a ball game. Only down by 3 points, the Chameleons. Rousseau. The up by Jorvina. The Guzman rejected. Jorvina keeping it alive. And Martinez will send it over. Chance ball for the Foxies. Rousseau. He gets her 37th point.
Again, Rousseau is very comfortable hitting those fast low sets whenever they are in system. She likes low sets better.
Think she can get 40?
Could be.
Well, I don't think so. They're
No.
2 points away,
Yep.
yeah. Unless this gets extended. Well, De Los Reyes with her first point today. Again, keeping this game close.
But not enough room for errors here anymore for the Chameleons.
And Mayang Like checking in for the first time today. A 13th overall draft pick this year from Adamson. A true blue Adamsonian from high school to college. Big breaths, deep breaths for Nike. Good serve. Rousseau. That one popped up by Maraguinot. Martinez. Rejected coverage by Maraguinot. Here comes De Guzman. Molina pops it up. Rousseau. That one way outside. No touch.
The set was also too tight to the net, too fast as well. Rousseau did not have enough time to adjust.
So 2 straight points here for the Chameleons, forcing Coach Lodi to call a timeout.
Okay. First of all, big deep breath, big exhale. We're 2-1, 23-21. It's better to be us than to be them, right? Okay, so big smile, stay together, okay? It's not a crazy serve. We take care of it, we go. If you have a tight ball,
Let's go! Let's go! Now, let's go!
This Tibay defensive play brought to you by Elastosil. Salyado ang bubong anumang panahon.
Failed block there earlier coming from the Foxies. Coach Lodi putting things in perspective right now. Foxies are on the lead, 2-point lead. They just need 1 more point to be at match point. So really nothing to worry about.
Good serving from Nike. 1-2 for Alohi Robbins-Hardy, her 6th point, and it is 3 match points for the Foxies.
And despite the height of Alohi, it's actually surprising how few times you have tried to go for those 1-2 plays, but right now is a perfect time to go for that. No attempt coming from the Chameleons.
Good pass. Maraguinot. Martinez rejected by Rousseau. That is the third block for Rousseau, her 38th point, and the one that gives them the win.
And what a game. What a first game for the import in Rousseau. Stepped up big, especially in scoring.
This point brought to you by Myra. Be Vita Brighter with Myra's vitamin-powered whitening lotion.
No entry there to end things, says Ellie Rousseau. Again, what a performance coming from her. We mentioned it on top of the coverage. She's one of the reinforced players with a lot of experience, especially in Europe. Started things strong right away, slowed down a little bit in the middle of the match, but again, high-scoring performance for her. But it wasn't just her. Some players also coming alive. Ses Molina again. It's her first game back after being away for a while, and Trisha Tubu as well, and Alohi Robbins feeding Ellie Rousseau, and that giving them a lot of confidence in this match.
After losing the first set, they bounce back and win 3 straight. The Foxies win in 4 against the Chameleons, powered by the 38 of Ellie Rousseau. This Babad player of the game is brought to you by Devant. Enjoy unforgettable TV Babad moments with your family only with Devant. I mean, she did everything today. Blocking, she has 3. Aces, she's got 4. And right now, she is with Jules Israel.
Eric and Ayel, I'm here with our player of the game and Farm Fresh Foxies reinforced player, Ellie Rousseau. Congratulations, what a statement win. How do you feel?
Yeah, I feel really good. A little bit tired, but I'm really happy we could start with a win today.
You definitely hustled. It was a tight game. What adjustments did you make to win this game?
I mean, I just think that the first time we were a little bit nervous, and then like we made some like maybe weird mistakes, but playing it got better. So yeah.
Yeah, we all saw that. And what else can the PVL fans expect from you and also the Farm Fresh Foxies for this reinforced conference?
That's a difficult question. Of course, we will try to win as much games as we can, but the other teams are also players who play good, so I think it's going to be an interesting league.
And do you have any message, or do you want to greet anyone, the PVL fans watching you here today?
Yeah, hi PVL fans. It was really nice to see you today in the gym, and I can't wait to see more of you.
What an introduction from Ellie Rousseau. Once again, congratulations, Ellie, into the Farm Fresh Foxies. Back to you, Eric and Ayel.
All right, thank you very much, Jules. Very soft-spoken, but she lets her game speak for her with what a performance. 38 points
38
today.
big points, really carried the bigger load of the scoring here in terms of attack points for the Foxies. They have 58 here against the 40 of the Chameleons, but Chameleons having more kill blocks. They have 6 against the 4 of the Foxies, but the Foxies, again, this is something they need to polish and clean up their errors, especially in the service line. Yes, they did win the game, but they committed more errors. They have 37 against the 28 of the Nxled Chameleons. Good fight from the Chameleons, but again, Ellie Rousseau was just too much for them today.
And after a slow start, they really bounced back big time. And, you know, we really saw that the 10 start for the Foxies in the beginning. We're going to be back here on Saturday, City of Dasmariñas Arena. The Tigo EV Crossovers, that's their new name, taking on the Thunderbells. And then, second game on Saturday, and will be the Chargers taking on the defending champions of the Reinforced Conference, the Cool Smashers. Well, thanks to our director, Marvin Chavez. For Jules Israel, Ayala Saniero, I'm Eric Tipan. Thanks for watching. 4-set win for Ellie Rousseau and the Foxies against the Chameleons today. Keep it right here on your Signal TV channels for more PVL Reinforced Conference action.